I apologize about that. When I received the notice, it didn't have a time on it.
I know. And then I heard the whole thing about Chat GPT.
Yeah.
It's a time.
1 p.m.
I don't even know why would you do that. It told 1 p.m.
It is.
AI, it's wrong.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. It was.
And so you should never do that again because you the bench warrant. If I were a much meaner person, you'd have to walk around with the bench warrant and the baby. I'll set aside and cancel the bench warrant.
Thank you, Judge. My understanding is this matter might be resolved.
Yes, there's some good news here, Your Honor.
I know that's part of the reason I did it, but go ahead, let the world know.
All right. 14A, this court for County, Washington, State of Michigan is on. All those having been court draw near, the honorable judge Dave subject to.
You may be seated. My apologies to everyone. I did not expect my meeting to go that long. Where's Mr. Friedman's coming from?
Fourth window.
Court does call the case of Barnes and Barrett versus King.
Morning, Your Honor, Alice Treatment for the plaintiff.
You can leave the baby. Hello, what's your name?
Lena King.
All right, and where are we on this case?
It was COD that's been executed.
Ah, you did. All right, Ms. King, sign this conditional order of dismissal. All right. Do you have any questions regarding anything on here?
Just where if the I'm from my understanding, the agency that I went through with the provisions program, they have until the 31st March or April 31st to make their payment, and I see that there's still a pending balance. So that's my confusion is if there's going to be.
So which agency are you talking about?
Sorry, what was that?
Which agency are you talking about?
I had SOS and Hawk.
Right.
$1,000 payment up to $3,000, and then I had been working with. I had CPS involvement with just some parental disputes, and with that, they referred me to the provisions program. And I was working with a caseworker with DHHS, and they will pay up to $4,000, and so they came up with a commitment letter and promised to pay, I think the $1,480 is what the remaining balance. But I haven't seen that payment.
I believe we've been paid in full, Your Honor.
Oh,
Paid in full.
I believe we've been paid.
then it might just be my ledger that's not updated yet.
Okay.
Parts about that.
I don't think there's a balance.
So SOS paid, and then the other agency paid also.
Yes.
Okay.
All caught up.
We all caught up. Any other questions you have?
Nope.
I would like to just add that this COD was negotiated with Jill Bauer on her behalf. This is so while she's theoretically unrepresented, she was represented.
She was represented. Okay. All right. So I'm going to sign off on that, mark the case conditionally dismissed. Because she's not here with you, and I understand what Mr. Friedman is saying, you have 3 business days to think about this. If you believe that there's some legal reason, some confusion on your part, or some other reason why this should be set aside, you have to file a motion with the court within those 3 business days. Doesn't mean I would set it aside, but you have that right. Understood? All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
How old's the little one?
She just turned 18 months.
18 months. Look at that.
Real busy. So
Too busy, but
park.
a cutie. All right. Arbor One versus Austin Vance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Deputy Gordon Lehman here on behalf of Arbor One and Arbor West.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Alex,
Nish Sharp here, also here for Arbor One and Arbor West.
Guys talking over each other. Mr. Henry interrupted you. Please go ahead with your appearance.
Good morning, Deputy Gordon Layman here on behalf of Arbor One, Arbor West.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. Good morning. Nishar here, also here on behalf of Arbor One and Arbor West.
All right. Now you, Henry.
Alex Henry on behalf of the defendant, Austin Vance.
All right. I have before me a stipulated order to release the escrow to the defendant and dismiss the case. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. That was easy. I'll sign off on that. That's the only one that you're representing.
Yes, we did reach out to the other two, but we have not heard back.
All right. Very good. Okay. So let me just call these together because we're going to be doing the same thing on these. Arbor One versus Rhonda Chambers and Arbor One versus Tashanti Oakley. In these matters, I have no response. I had indicated, I know legal services was reaching out. They were not able to get in touch with them. What I am going to do, unless counsel for the plaintiff has an objection, is I'm going to release both escrow accounts to the plaintiff in this case.
We have no objection, and that will be our preference. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. You can take care of this. Make sure that happens. All right. And I think, ma'am, I think that's it for all of these cases.
I think that's it, Your Honor.
That's it. It has certainly been a pleasure having both of you before me and dealing with this. All right. And both of you, please do me a favor and just be well.
Will do,
right.
Your Honor.
Thank you, Your
How
Honor.
would, just a procedural, how are we handling collecting the escrow? Is that going to be a check that we come get from the court? How would you like us to handle that?
You know what? You can tell she's an attorney. I just ordered it. And she's like, how do I get my money? Usually what will happen, we will be mailing that to counsel's office,
Okay.
right?
That is correct.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. We appreciate it.
I knew you had a question like that.
I can't leave hearings without asking you a few questions, Judge, you know.
That's true. I'm gonna, so that we're clear, this one's showing is pending, that one's not.
This one is not. This one has.
All right, then I'm gonna dismiss this case, release the escrow.
Perfect.
All right. All right.
Okay.
We're all set.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ladies,
Thank you, Your
All
Honor.
right.
You have a great day.
Bye.
you do the same. Fixing Housing versus Erica and Aaron Ward. In regard to the matter of the show cause of Donna. Oh. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, very good. State your name, please.
Yes. I, Donna Tope, for and by myself, come before this court to say that there is no basis for holding me in contempt of court.
Ms. Tope, I'm going to cut you short.
Okay,
I'm going to just indicate that I read your response. While I don't necessarily agree with what's in there, I don't think it's going to be incumbent upon the court or upon you to further hold you to go ahead with the show cause at this juncture. The case has been dismissed. It's over. My understanding is that there was regrettably a foreclosure. The horses are now elsewhere. And so I'm no longer going to proceed. I'm going to dismiss the show cause without prejudice. So it could come back, but it's unlikely. Thank you.
Township.
Ready, Judge? Torsia Feaster, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Mr. Gilliam. Mr. Gilliam, please state your name for the record.
Barbara Gilliam.
Thank you, Judge. We did speak to Mr. Gilliam. He's having some trouble getting this matter resolved. Our office did indicate that there was not discovery in our file. So I'm asking for an adjournment. I'll talk to Mr. Siller about the discovery, Judge.
May 20th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued. If. Court calls the case. Thank you, sir. Court calls the case, People versus Dion Heath Jr.
Ron Silver on behalf of Township.
Ron appearing on behalf of Dion Heath.
How you doing, Your Honor?
I'm doing great. State your name for me.
Dion Heath.
Requesting an adjournment
Turn the matter to May 20th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continues. Court calls case People versus Michael Holston.
Conrad Solar on behalf of Township.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Holston, Your Honor.
Your name, sir?
Michael N. Holston.
Thank you. What are we doing?
Request adjournment.
During the matter of May 20th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Court calls case People versus Robert Lynn Jackson.
Conrad Solar on behalf of Township.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Robert Jackson.
Robert Jackson. What are we doing?
Requesting an adjournment, Your Honor.
During this matter, May 6th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued. All right. Court calls the case People versus Dijon Jones.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Jones.
Dijon Jones.
Miss
There.
Jones.
Miss
Oh, it's
Jones.
Miss.
My apologies. It's also, is your name hyphenated or not?
It's not.
It's not. I don't know why they have it. That's why I got everything messed up. It was not
That's
me. It's
okay.
everybody. It's everybody else. It's not me. I just need you to know that. All right. Okay. All right. What are we doing?
Thank you, Judge. This Jones in the case.
It's Miss Jones.
Jones, I apologize, Miss Jones. Sorry.
See, I'm getting it corrected for everybody.
Sorry, Miss Jones.
Messed up, Miss Jones.
I apologize.
They're just messing the whole thing up.
I did.
It's
Yes,
okay.
you did. Yes, you did.
I
Torcio Feast
that's fine.
messed it up.
I did it.
All right.
She indicated that she needs 60 days, Judge. She has to pay.
60 days.
Yes, Judge. She can pay what she has to pay off, have her valid license.
Oh.
Yes, I have a newborn that will be due June 1st, so I do need some time.
That takes her right after.
Oh, I'm supposed to buy that? No, I'm kidding. No. Yeah. June 1st.
I have a baby due June 1st. Yes, I'm currently pregnant right now, so I need some time.
Well, I would presume if it's due June 1st. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. How much do you have to clear up?
Lord have mercy.
Do you know what you have to clear up? It's actually not.
I was made aware when I received the ticket, so now I have to get set up for a payment plan because I wasn't even aware that I had any warrants.
Okay, see, I got one. I got one ticket, it looks like. Because she has this one, which she took care of in our court. And then looks like, were you informed of something out of Livonia, ma'am?
Yes, that's the one I was informed of.
That's the one. Okay.
Yes.
So she's only got one ticket out of Livonia.
Like go double parking today. We can
Do that for her?
Oh, thank you, Mr. Silver.
All right.
So I think she would like to accept that offer. That's what we're working towards. So we take that today, please.
They'll accept that offer to double parking the civil infraction, ma'am?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. And do you admit responsibility to the fact that on March 12th, 2026, Michigan Avenue in Pittsfield Township, that you double parked a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Court will accept that admission to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. This your first?
No, this is
Child.
my second.
Your second?
Yes.
Okay. My second was, well, I didn't have it, but my second was the harder one. All right. Here's what I'll do. Fines and cost of $180. You're due June 1st, so in celebration of the baby, I'm gonna waive 90.
Oh,
Thank
When
you.
do you think? You're welcome. When do you think you can get that paid? You're gonna have to pay for diapers somehow, so.
fair.
I can do May 20th. May
Think you
20th.
can do it you think you can do it by then?
I'm hoping
You're-
to do it before then.
Let's see. Baby's due June 1st. Baby will have a month birthday July 1st. Then it'll be 2 months old. August. September. Probably going to be a real smart baby, so to start school in September.
Oh,
And then, so. You got more things to worry about. Pay it by September 30th of this year.
Thank you.
thank you,
Your Honor.
Judge.
You're welcome, ma'am. Take care and best of luck to you, okay?
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too. Court calls the case, People versus William Kirk.
Conrad Silver on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Portia Feaster, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Mr. Kurt, who I believe should be on Zoom. Okay.
Yes, sir.
State your name.
William Kirk.
All right. What are we doing?
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Kurt has his license, a temporary license back. Mr. Siller has agreed to allow him to plead guilty to double parking.
That's correct. Yeah, paraphernalia, accept it. Dismiss the original charge.
Mr. Kirk, do you admit responsibility to the fact that on or about December 20th, 2025, location of Carpenter Road in Pittsfield Township, you double parked a motor vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Court will accept that admission to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Fines and cost of $180. When can you get that paid?
I can have that paid by next week.
By next week?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll give you to the end of the month. Pay it by April 30th,
Yes, sir. Thank you.
2026. Not a problem. Take care.
You too.
Thank you, Judge.
Travel light.
Court calls the case, People versus Visola Lambo.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Ms. Lam.
Visola Lambo. Visola Lambo. I want to have somebody try to text, I'll pass it. Court calls the case, People versus Julie Martana.
Conrad Silver on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Ron,
Oliver. Go ahead.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of the defendant.
Got her. We do not have her. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond will be set in the amount of $5,000, 10%. Warrant will issue immediate. The court does call the case, recalls the case, Priscilla Lambo.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Ms. Lambo.
Conrad Silver on behalf of Township.
Your name?
Hello, Basola Limbo.
Hello? Okay.
Yes, can you hear me? Basola Limbo.
We can, yes, I can hear you.
Your Honor, I'm requesting an adjournment. She's had several medical setbacks, delaying her clearing her license.
May 20th, 2026, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Judge.
Bond. Thank you. Court calls case of the People versus Talicia McIntyre.
Conrad Silver on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Will the Judge, Portia Feaster, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Ms. McIntyre.
McIntyre,
Thank you, Judge. I reached out to her by phone, had no contact with her, do not know why she's not present. For the record, I will adjournment.
Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear, bond 5,000, 10%. Warrant to issue immediately. Court calls the case People versus Shavante Malcor.
Conrad Solar on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Ms. Melcor.
Malcor? State your
Shavante
name.
Melcher.
Melcher, that's right. I messed it up the last time. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor. Set final settlement. Like,
Jury final settlement conference will be June 5th, 2026, 9 a.m. Jury selection, June 8th, 2026, 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person. Thank you.
Thank you.
Court calls case People versus Derek Moore.
Conrad Solar on behalf of Township.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Derek Moore. Your Honor.
Hello, chicken strip. How you doing? State your name, sir.
Derek Dwayne Moore.
Thank you.
You like chicken, Judge?
I'm not even getting into you that with Ron. I am not. I see what it says. Nice shirt. All right, what are we doing?
Requesting adjournment. He wants to see some video from the police.
From the, oh, no, okay, gotcha. Turn it to May 20th, 2026, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Court calls case of the People versus Renee Moore.
For show fees to assistant public defender on behalf of Ms. Moore. Ms. Moore, please state your name for the record.
You have to unmute, Miss. There you go.
Renee Moore.
Thank you.
That you should have a plea form and advice of rights in the file. We'd like to resolve this today.
I have heard that she's going to plead to retail fraud. Maximum penalties on that.
Oh. And it's 90 days and or fine. All right.
She's going to plead to the retail fraud under Pittsfield Township Ordinance. 90-day offense upon her successful plea to that charge. Well, that's as charged. And defendant is approved for a deferred sentence. There's a sentencing, but that's a full understanding.
Yes, Judge, correct.
All right. Ma'am, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
State your name again, please.
Renee Moore.
All right, ma'am, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty to the charge of retail fraud under the Pittsfield Township Ordinance. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days in jail, $500 fine plus court cost. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Understanding that, you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And you understand by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes.
Any questions regarding any of those rights?
No.
Looking at paragraph 5, you understand that you're giving up those rights as well as other rights that are contained on that form.
Yes.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes.
You on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plead?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
Doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes.
And because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes.
November 29, 2025, at the location of 7000 East Michigan Avenue, Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan. What did you do at the Walmart that makes you think that you're guilty?
I took some items that I didn't pay for.
And tried to walk out of the store without paying for them, ma'am?
Yes.
Store was open to the public at the time?
Yes.
You didn't have anybody's permission to take that property, did you?
No.
And that property that you took was offered for sale by Walmart?
Yes.
Counsel, have I complied with the court rule?
Yes, Your Honor.
Believe you have, Judge.
All right, ma'am, I do have to advise you that if between the time of sentencing and the time that I accept your plea, that if you commit misconduct as defined in the Michigan court rules, you will not be entitled to withdraw your plea, and the court would no longer be bound by any sentence recommendation or evaluation. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
And counsel's aware of no other promises, threats, or other inducements.
No, Your Honor.
It's all on the record, Judge.
All right. Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty. Defendant's referred to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be May 13th, 2026, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Bond will continue. Ma'am, I need you to wait on the line, please. We're going to put you into a breakout room with our my probation department, so we can start the sentencing process, okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Court calls the case People versus Deanna Simmons.
And it's still around the Simpson Township.
For the judge, torture fees.
Oh, that's a state case.
It is.
Alexander, on behalf of the people.
For the judge, torture fees to assistant public defender. Well, I'm not yet appointed, but on behalf of Ms. Simmons.
I'll appoint the public defender.
Thank you,
It's
Judge.
your case.
Thank you, Judge. I believe the court had previously entered a bench warrant on this matter.
I did.
We'd be asking that be
And
recalled.
for whatever reason, she went up to the front counter and then had convinced some clerk to advocating on her behalf that I recall her case.
She got the charisma, Judge.
I don't know what's going on. It is a conspiracy. I am recalling this case. That's the only thing that I can figure.
Thank you.
Well, we appreciate you doing that, Judge. I think so.
I apologize about that. When I received the notice, it didn't have a time on it.
I know. And then I heard the whole thing about Chat GPT.
Yeah.
It's a time.
1 p.m.
I don't even know why would you do that. It told 1 p.m.
It is.
AI, it's wrong.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. It was.
And so you should never do that again because you
I won't.
the bench warrant. If I were a much meaner person, you'd have to walk around with a bench warrant and the baby. I'll set aside and cancel the bench warrant.
Thank you, Judge. My understanding is this matter might be resolved.
Yes, there was some good news here, Your Honor. I didn't.
I know that's part of the reason I did it, but go ahead, let the world know.
On the day of this time, people will be moving.
No objection, Judge.
I don't know if I'm going to do it.
Oh.
Have to do anything.
I don't have to do anything. Thank you, Ann. Not doing it for you. I'm doing it for the baby.
Well, that's freezing.
Yes,
Case dismissed.
Thank you.
I'll tell you.
Thanks.
That's the end of the. That's the one.
This is one. Now, let's see how many I can get through on them. Court does call the case of the People versus Eric Jackson.
That's all on him. Okay.
Good morning, may I please the court, Mike Davis, PA 8515 here on behalf of Eric Jackson. Get the name for the record. Take your name for the record.
Eric Jackson. Thank you. You need to take your hands out of the direction. Okay, I have a plea for him. It looks like it's going to be a plea to count 2 of allowing an eligible driver to operate a motor vehicle to 90-day offense. Upon successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed.
That's correct.
That is correct, Your Honor.
Then, although the box is checked, there's not a recommendation regarding anything. Okay. You also know as a felony.
Your Honor, I am aware. Unfortunately, I'm not the attorney on that matter. Mr. Jackson, I did advise him.
I'll deal with it. May I have him sworn?
Solemnly swear the testimony you about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. State your name, please.
Eric Jackson. Sir, it is this court's understanding you're going to plead guilty to the charge of allowing an ineligible driver to operate a motor vehicle. That's a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 90 days, $100 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that? I do. Still wish to plead guilty? Do. And to that charge, how do you plead? Guilty. And you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind? You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct? Did. Any question regarding those rights? No. Please look at paragraph 5. You'll see a copy on the podium. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right. Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to flee?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes.
And because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense? On December 30th, 2025, at location of US 23 in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, did you have custody or control of a motor vehicle?
I did.
You allow somebody who is otherwise ineligible to operate that motor vehicle, maybe inclusive of yourself. Counsel, have I complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Excuse me, defense is satisfied, Your Honor.
All right. Court will accept the defendant's plea to count two. Count one is dismissed. Is there anything you want to say before I do impose sentence?
No.
Fines and costs of $250. I'll suspend 90 days in jail. When can you pay the $250?
30 days.
Jail?
Oh, no.
No, I'm kidding.
No.
Your heart almost fell out. All right. Pay it by May 29th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sir, you also have another matter. You have a felony complaint that alleges that on or about December 19th, 2025, US 23 near Nixon Road in Ann Arbor Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, that you carried a concealed weapon. Do you understand the nature of that charge?
Yes, I do.
That's a felony punishable after 5 years, $2,500 fine plus court cost and mandatory forfeiture of the weapon or device. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
You wish to be represented by an attorney?
I do.
Public defender.
Ron Brown on behalf of Eric Jackson. Waive reading stand mute request, probable cause hearing.
And then having waived formal reading, standing mute, court will enter a not guilty plea. I will set a probable cause hearing for April 30th. Hold on. Can't do that. Why are we setting 30th?
It's
23rd. It's April 23rd. That's because that's over. April 23rd, 2026, 9 a.m.
Request a personal recognizance bond.
Bond will be set in the amount of $5,000. Personal recognizance bond under standard conditions, including no assaultive behavior or possession of any weapons, firearms, ammunition. You understand that, sir? There's also be no possession or consumption of any alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drug. Do you understand that?
I do.
Thank you. Court calls case People versus Lorenzo Dennis.
Conrad Solar, Township.
Good afternoon again. May it please the court, my name is PA 8515 on behalf of Lorenzo Stennis, who's approaching the podium. State your name for the record.
And then I called next case, and then she got back on. You don't want to stay up there with the other. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, I'm saying. All right, what are we doing? It's
Your Honor, we just request a final pretrial on this matter. I'm in receipt of some video footage, just a lot of extra footage. I just need some time to go through the footage.
jury final settlement conference will be set for June 5th, 2026. 9 a.m. Jury selection, if necessary, June 8th, 2026 at 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person.
Thank you.
All right. Sound continued. Court calls case People versus Rachel Pichette.
Conrad Solar, Township.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Sydney Rushing appearing on behalf of Ms. Pichette. Ms. Pichette, if you could unmute your mic, start your camera, and state your name for the record, please.
She's in.
5%. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Miss Frechette, I saw her.
Your Honor, she did indicate to me that her power is out and that her
Rachel Pichette.
there we go.
Okay,
Hi.
she's
Can you?
hi. Okay. You're good. Her power's out. All right. What are we doing?
Yep.
Your Honor, we have received an offer from the people for Ms. Pichette to admit responsibility to double parking, and she would like to avail herself of that and admit responsibility. She will need 60 days to pay the fine if the court would so allow.
Your Honor, I conclude double parking if you accept that. Commissioner, this original charge.
Ms. Frechette, do you admit responsibility to the fact that on May 26, 2024, at Gulfside Road, Pittsfield Township, you double parked your motor vehicle? Go ahead now.
Yeah.
Okay, there you are. Do you admit responsibility? She also gave me a thumbs up. I realize your power's out. I'm going to accept that admission. Fines and costs of $180. That will be paid. Can you get that paid by June 30th?
Yes, Judge.
Pay it by June 30th, 2026. Okay? Take care, Ms. Pichette. Hope your power comes on soon.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Ms. Gresham. Court calls the case, People versus Gerald Sewell.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're done.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Jay Grant Miller, P58658 on behalf of Mr. Sewell. He was having some transportation issues today, was unable to get here and had requested
From
morning to Zoom. He's relocated to Romulus, Your Honor. I believe he's living on the far side of Romulus currently. I would request a brief adjournment.
Well, you can have his bench warrant set aside because this thing has been adjourned out way too many times and now he's not here. So he can move to have it set aside, but I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his failure to appear, which will be the third bench warrant I've had to issue in this case. Bond $5,000, 10%. That warrant will issue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls case People versus Kendra Morgan.
Conrad Sullivan, Township.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Ms. Morgan. Please state your name. Kendra Morgan. Your Honor, she has a valid license. She showed me.
Oh, she told you?
Showed.
Proof. I got proof.
Make those, Ron.
No.
Hold on. Just say it.
You work too hard to get.
I know. And she was like, when I said people can make those, she's like, she's got a valid.
Your Honor, I move that council double parking if you it's very clear.
Is that what she wants to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah. All right. And Ms. Morgan, do you make responsibility to the fact that on February 24th, 2026, Gulfside Road, Pittsfield Township, you double parked the motor vehicle?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept that admission to count 2. Count 1's dismissed. Fines and cost of $180. When do you think you can get that paid?
Okay, I'm like on one income and I got my grandkids. So, and I got rent, but if you could please give me like 90 days, I need a little extra time, Judge Session, because I'm the only one with an income and I'm trying to keep a roof over our head. And it's hard when you're the only one with an income. And I'm trying to currently get a job. So I'm looking for employment so I can get extra money to pay these tickets off. So.
You believe that? I do.
You do?
Yeah, I believe it.
I'm gonna pay you justice.
But I'm not paying.
Thank you.
No. July 31st.
July 31st. Thank you. That's 90 days.
Nope, huh?
That's 90 days.
Well, July 15th would be 90 days. So I gave you a little bit extra time.
Thank you. Thank you.
That I was shortchanging you.
No,
You asked me for 90. I gave you.
I'm a little nervous, Judge Simpson.
Why?
Because I'm in front of you.
What'd you do?
Devil.
Something, didn't you?
On advice of counsel. Lawyer up.
Okay.
You're gonna like for another case? What are you worried about?
I'm just
Be quiet.
All right.
all set.
Take care.
Thank you, Judge Simpson.
You have a good one. Court calls the case. People versus Justin Moser.
And so around behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Ron Brown Frings on behalf of Justin Moser.
Wow. Moser.
Hello.
Hello. Maybe.
Hello.
Yeah, I need a camera that doesn't make you look like you're from another realm.
There, is that better?
Ooh. There you go. All right. It's a real human. All right. What's your name, sir?
Justin Moser.
All right.
Your Honor, I'm requesting adjournment.
Why?
Well, I think he has some other things pending, and we'd hope for a global.
May 20th. (9 a.m.) Thank you, sir. Bond continued.
Thank you.
Court calls the case. People versus Darian Root.
And so around behalf
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Darian Root, Your Honor.
Run up.
There he is.
What's your name?
Darian Root.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I'm requesting an adjournment so he can clear his license.
You have a lot to do.
Court date next Wednesday.
So he has court next Wednesday, Your Honor.
For
14B. So I have 2 other warrants that I had to get cleared up, sir.
Gotcha. All right. I'll adjourn all these matters to 20th.
May 20th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
One sec.
Court calls case People versus Christopher Slater.
Ready, Judge, Torshall Feaster, Assistant Public Defender, on behalf of Mr. Slater, who's approaching the podium. When you arrive, state your name for the record.
Christopher Slater.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Slater indicates he just needs to take his road test and have his license back. So just needs to complete his road test.
He's got a license?
He's got a permit. And then he'll have his valid license.
You know how to drive?
He claims so.
Yeah, what?
Claims he knows how to drive.
He passed the test.
Then he said he will pass it.
Did he say it? Did he
Yes.
tell you he passed it?
He said he will pass it. Not
Will pass it. Oh, he hasn't taken it yet.
correct.
When's he taking it?
He said whenever I need to.
Never I can get a
Appointment.
appointment.
Do you know how to drive?
Yes.
You do? Yeah, because I've been doing it all these years without a license. No, don't say nothing.
Thank you, Judge.
May 20th, 2026, 9 a.m. That's the last adjournment.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You don't pass that test, I'm gonna laugh. No. Court calls the case. People versus Martina Stewart.
And so around behalf of Township.
That guy's like, he's like looking at me like, Judge, that was wrong. All right. Martina Stewart.
If he's proposed to defend on behalf of Ms. Stewart, Your Honor, I do not know why she's not present. For the record, we would request an adjournment.
Bench will issue bond 5,000, 10%. Court calls the case. People versus Wayne Telemock.
And so around behalf of Township.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Telemock.
Wayne Telemock.
Your Honor, I talked to him yesterday and I shared application for a DLAD with Mr. Siller.
Right, and so you have an agreement.
We just don't have anybody to accept
What's his agreement?
double parking.
Well, he's gonna admit double parking.
But I didn't get authority.
To do it.
But this really set him back a bench warrant. So I'm asking
know it will.
an adjournment.
I already gave him a break by giving him the last adjournment.
But he did what he said. He got his application in.
May 6th, 2026, 9 a.m.
Thank you. Thank you.
Court calls case People versus Matthew Tolles.
Counter and Solar on behalf of Hudson Township.
Yep. Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Tolles, Your Honor.
He was back there saying I was wrong. He doesn't think I could hear him. No, like he was like, I was talking to that guy. He's like, "Whoa, man, why all that?" It was. I'm just saying what I heard.
That's funny.
Your name, sir?
Matthew Tolles.
All right. What are we doing?
We're requesting a 30-day adjournment. I think he has something out of 14, 3 or 4 where he has court on. Oh, you do have your license?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What?
Say it again.
Does he have a license? He has a license. Hold on.
Even better.
Does he? I don't have it. When did he get a license?
When did you get it?
He got it from that other lady who made it.
That's it.
That's what I thought. I knew it was going.
Got it on you?
Yes.
Can I see it?
Yes.
We'll show the judge the date
No, I'm not. I don't.
it was issued.
Can we run it?
Yes.
We're running it because that's what I'm going to take.
Issued on 9/29/25.
I have.
9/29/95.
25. Last year.
Last year.
November.
Then why are we here? Oh, this is from 24.
Yes.
You got it.
Yes.
Hold it, but he just did something because I don't know what he did.
What?
But you got it as valid.
So they're offering you.
No, I'm not going to accept it.
They're offering you a double park.
I'll take
I'm
it.
doing it.
A civil and
I'll take it.
I'm doing it.
I'm gonna move that up to double parking. Accept that agreement.
How come nobody listens to me?
I
said I'm going to do it for everybody except polls.
I knew it.
Let me see. Yeah, yes, he is valid. Fine, Dan. Guess we'll have to do this.
Well, I guess I'm grateful.
thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ain't done yet. Mr. Toll, do you admit responsibility on February 23rd, 2024? Location of Ellsworth Road in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, that you double parked a motor vehicle.
I admit.
Court will accept that admission to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Fines and cost of $180. When do you think you can pay that?
30 days.
Got it today. I know he does. I know he does. He's got it. He doesn't want to give it up. She's saying 30 days. You don't need 30.
I wish.
Wish. What?
I wish.
You believe it? You what? You believe it? Oh, everybody believes it, but me. Oh, we know when that happens how that works. It doesn't matter what these people say. Killing me to do it. Can you get it paid by May 29th? Yes,
Your Honor.
Pay it by May 29th. You're good. All right. You're welcome, sir. Have a good one.
Paying it at the county. Or you can ask them how to pay online. You have a credit.
Court calls the case of People versus Marius Warren.
The judge, Worship, please, Mr. Warren, please state your name for the record.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Marius Warren.
Thank you, Judge. I don't know if you have the driver record handy. In the case, he has his temporary license. I don't know if that means
What?
I spoke to
He's
Mr.
got a temporary license?
What he said.
Only drive temporarily.
Said, Judge.
What? You guys are making this hard.
I don't know if that's accurate. That's what he said, Judge.
Well,
It's a temporary.
go ahead. What do you want to say?
It's a temporary license. And they gave me. I could take the road test on the 29th. They gave me to the 29th. They gave me 30 days so I could take the road test.
Okay. So I guess we need 30-day adjournment, please, Judge.
Why?
Unless he has it.
I have it that is valid.
Oh, okay, good. All right. Please.
You accept that admission? Dismiss count one.
Yes, Judge, we'd like to resolve the civil infraction, please. That's correct, Mr. Warren?
Yes, sir.
Warren, do you admit responsibility that on June 1st, 2025, let the location of Washington Avenue in Pittsfield Township that you double parked the motor vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Court will accept that admission to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Fines and cost of $180. When do you think you can get this paid? Oh, here we go.
In like 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. I like it. Pay it by April 30th. All right, young man.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Thank you. Take care.
You as well.
Court calls the case. People versus Julia Wheeler.
Counter silver on behalf of Township.
Right, Judge, Worship, please, Assistant Public Defender on behalf of Ms. Wheeler, please state your name for.
Julia Wheeler.
I believe we have a resolution.
Correct.
So I'm gonna move that count to double parking.
And we will.
You accept that.
We would like that, please, Judge.
Yes.
We'd like you to accept that, please.
Who's that with you?
My mom.
Yeah. So I call the case. He pops right up. Mom is not far behind her. Mom said, I'm getting in the front row. I'm here.
Gotta hear. She's gotta hear me.
Yeah, she said. Ma'am, do you admit responsibility to the fact that on March 9th, 2026, Carpenter Road, Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, that you double parked a motor vehicle?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, all right, court will accept that admission to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Fines and cost of $180. When do you think you can get that?
Today.
I really like her.
Today.
Thank you, ma'am. Get that paid today out of the counter and you're all set.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Meet you.
Good to meet you.
Court calls the case. People versus Ashraf Adi.
Counter silver on behalf of Township. Still.
State your name, sir. Oh, Ashraf Adi.
See, Robert, I'm gonna move. He did provide me proof of registration.
What?
And he already took me. First Friday. So
Wow. Okay.
30 songs.
Sir, I'm presuming you have no objection to their motion to.
Can you say that one more time?
You have no objection to them dismissing this case, do you?
No, I'm all set. That's great.
All right, okay. All right. Take care. Case dismissed. You're all set, buddy.
Thank you so much.
Good luck. Good luck.
Court calls the case. People versus Samuel Guevara.
Conrad Solar on behalf of Township.
Hi, Samuel
Sir?
Guevara.
Thank you. Sir, you are before the court.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I'm gonna,
Oh,
this conduct here is not a statute. It's a state crime, it's not a township ordinance.
got it. Sir, you
Yes.
have any objection to the dismissal?
No.
Okay. Case is dismissed. That's without prejudice, but you're all dismissed. You're all set, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Court calls the case, People versus Mallory Typo.
Conrad Solar on behalf of Township.
This is an arraignment she signed, but she is not.
She was here earlier. Oh, she's back. Okay.
I'm Maria. I'm working with Mallory. She stepped out to use the restroom. She'll be right back. I hear her coming.
Okay, I'll pass it and then we'll call it back up. Court does call the case, People versus Jesus Rodriguez Carduno.
Conrad Solar on behalf of Township.
I have this an arraignment.
He's not checked in. I will issue a bench warrant for defendant's failure to appear. What is the alleged be saying?
Blood draw 0.195. Defendant crashed into a snow pile. Car ended up facing the wrong way on the road after hitting the snow pile.
Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond is set in the amount of $25,000. I will give a 10% privilege. That warrant will issue immediately. Court calls the case, People versus Fernando Sanchez.
Conrad Solar on behalf of Pittsburgh Township.
All right.
Your name?
Good afternoon.
Pardon?
Good afternoon, Judge.
Habla English?
How's that?
Habla English?
A little bit.
I'm gonna need an interpreter, I think.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna pass it. You can have a seat. I'm gonna get an interpreter.
Yep. Thank you.
Habla español. Huh? Habla español?
Yes.
Okay. Court calls the case of the People versus Drake's Sluder?
Conrad Solar on behalf of Pittsburgh Township.
This is an arraignment.
Second time I've issued a bench warrant. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond is set in the amount of $10,000, 10%. Court calls case, People versus Adam Watkins.
Conrad Solar on behalf of Pittsburgh Township.
Adam Watkins. No response. I'll issue an order to show cause on this. No, this ever recalls up. Court recalls the case of the People versus Mallory Typo.
Conrad Solar on behalf of Township.
Hello.
Hello, Your Honor.
What's your name?
My name's Mallory.
Okay. What are we doing on this? This is an arraignment. Got it. All right. Ma'am, you are before the court on a misdemeanor citation that alleges that on or about March 22nd, 2025, Carpenter Road in Pittsfield Township, that you did possess drug paraphernalia. You understand that charge?
I understand.
That's a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 90 days, $500 fine plus court costs. The court can also order any rehabilitative services the court deems necessary. You understand that?
Yes, sir. May I say something?
I would advise you that anything that you do say can be used against you.
Okay.
All right, why don't I do this?
Mhm.
Do you wish to be represented by an attorney in this case?
Yeah, but I just rather resolve it, you know?
Okay. And how were you intending on trying to resolve it? What were you gonna tell?
I'm currently at Bear River Health and I will be completing in 2 days and I've done 90 days.
Gotcha. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do, ma'am.
hmm
And you done 90 days in
It will be 90 days on the 18th. Yes, sir.
on the 18th. This is a public defender case.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of my new client, Ms. Teifel. Waive reading, stand mute, request adjourn pretrial date to obtain discovery and
Defendant having waived formal reading standing mute, court will enter a not guilty plea. Pretrial will be set for May 6, 2026, 9 a.m. I'm going to set her bond at a $5,000 personal recognizance, standard conditions, including no assaultive behavior.
This courtroom moment flips from confusion to control in seconds. A defendant tries to explain a mix-up about their court time, even blaming AI, but the judge immediately shuts that down, making it clear that relying on wrong information could have left them walking around with a warrant. The warning is sharp, direct, and leaves no room for excuses, but just as quickly the tone shifts. Instead of punishing, the judge chooses to cancel the warrant, not for the defendant, but for the sake of the child involved. And just like that, the case is dismissed. Then the next case begins and the judge switches back into strict procedure, taking a guilty plea, explaining rights, and making sure everything is done properly. There's even a brief moment of humor about jail time, but it's controlled, calculated, and keeps the courtroom engaged. In just a few minutes, this clip shows everything: strict warnings, unexpected leniency, and complete courtroom control.